So I've decided, instead of doing this blender method that I saw on the internet, I'm going to plant the moss as is and let it fill in, rather than waiting 4 to 6 weeks for it to look good or wash away. I hate this traffic. And I don't mean the IT crowd moss. That's for you, hubby. So after a few weeks, we got the last of the pavers put in, and we were ready to take a few days to rest because that was some hard labor. But we just kept plugging along and leveling and laying the pavers until we had it all level and nice, and it was time to put moss in. So this is the walk after we finished it. So now I'm just going around the yard and gonna get my little trowel and just get as much of this as I can layered up so that I can start pressing it between the stones. So in the early spring, this is almost all moss, but now, near the end of summer, I'm going to have to pluck it out from between these other weeds and make sure the other weeds don't come with me. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Just using my trowel too. And then I'm just layering it in this bowl. Now, some of those weeds might still be attached, but I'll just have to weed after the moss starts to really grow between the pavers. I'll just have to get it out. Okay, now that I've got some of this moss, I'm just gonna start pressing it into the ground in spaces. So I've watered it in, but this is how much space I was able to fill up with one big stainless steel bowl. All told, there were about 15 to 17 bowls of moss that were used eventually. It's a good thing our backyard is big and had several patches, though it does look like somebody was playing a bad round of golf back there with all the divots in the yard now. And then it was on to filling in all the spaces. Well, the little fairy walk is partly finished. If anybody has any ideas about any kind of ground cover greenery I could put in here, especially if it's a pollinator as well, that will grow year after year, a perennial, not an annual, give me a shout out, something that I can plant in the late summer, early fall, because this now looks really barren and empty. But taking a little walk. My husband showed someone this and they said it gave secret garden vibes. Kind of what I was going for. So instead of a ground cover that requires sun, we just use moss from the shady parts of the backyard. Hopefully it will take root. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can hang out with us as we dream, declutter, and depart, and I messed it up again, to move to France. Have a great day.